Let's talk about keyword chaos for a second. If you've done any kind of Amazon product research using tools like Magnet or Cerebro, you know exactly what I mean. You start off looking for strong keywords and suddenly you've got a list with hundreds, sometimes thousands of words and phrases. Some of them repeat. Some of them are completely irrelevant. And some look like someone just smashed a keyboard. That's where Frankenstein comes in. Helium 10's Frankenstein tool is like your cleanup crew. It takes that messy pile of keywords and turns it into something actually usable. A neat, organized list that helps you write better Amazon listings and show up in search results for the right terms. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why it matters, and how you can get the most out of it. So let's get started. Now, if you don't already have a Helium 10 account, you can go ahead and click the link down below in the description to get this exclusive offer. When you click the link down in the description, you can choose between one of these two coupon codes. Either Ecom Mastery 20 to get 20% off for 6 months, or you could use code Ecom Mastery 10 to get 10% off every month. Again, click the link down in the description and pick a coupon code. So what is Frankenstein and why is it helpful? Frankenstein is Helium 10's keyword processor. And yeah, the name is kind of weird, but it makes sense. Just like Dr. Frankenstein took a bunch of different parts and stitched them into something questionably functional, this tool takes your scattered, bloated keyword list and pieces it together into something clean and effective. Now, why does this even matter? Well, when you're writing a listing on Amazon, your title, bullet points, backend search terms, you only have so much space. If you're using the same word 5 times, you're wasting room that you could use to target more keywords. Amazon doesn't need to see water bottle repeated 4 times to understand what you're selling. Frankenstein helps you remove duplicate keywords, get rid of words that aren't useful like the or with. It organizes your keywords for easy use in your listing. Now, it sounds simple and it is, but that's kind of the beauty of it. Step 1, getting your keywords ready. Now, before we even open Frankenstein, you need a list of keywords to work with. You can either get these manually or more commonly use a tool like Magnet or Cerebro and Helium 10 to gather them. If you're not familiar with these tools yet, just know that they help you find keywords related to your product based on search volume, competition, and more. So let's say you're selling a stainless steel water bottle. You'd search that in Magnet, filter your results to show only the keywords with good search volume and low competition, and then export those keywords directly into Frankenstein. You don't need to export them though. You can also just copy and paste your list. But if you're already using Helium 10, then exporting straight from Magnet or Cerebro into Frankenstein is a nice little shortcut. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So first things first, we'll go to Tools and we'll go ahead and start with Magnet. So go ahead and click on Magnet and we'll type in stainless steel water bottle and we'll click search. All right, so we went ahead and searched for stainless steel water bottle, and now we can go ahead and filter this down a bit. So for search volume, let's maybe set the max to 200,000 and we'll go ahead and click on apply filters. Now we can go ahead and click here to export data and click to Frankenstein, and it'll send all those keywords over to Frankenstein. Then we can move on to step 2, which is removing duplicate keywords. So now you've got this big old keyword list pasted into Frankenstein. What's next? Well, the first thing that you'll want to do is check the box to remove duplicates. This is probably the most common feature that people use in Frankenstein, and for good reason. Again, Amazon doesn't care how many times a word appears. It only needs to show up once. For example, let's say your keyword list includes stainless steel water bottle, reusable water bottle, leak-proof water bottle, BPA-free water bottle. You can probably guess what word's showing up way too often. Water and bottle. Frankenstein will recognize that and clean it up. So instead of having those words appear 5 or 6 times, they'll show up just once. And that gives you more room for other valuable keywords. It's a small change, but it really adds up when you're limited by characters in Amazon listings. To go ahead and do that, we'll just go ahead and select this remove duplicates, which is already turned on by default. Step 3, removing filler words and irrelevant junk. Once the duplicates are gone, it's time to clean out the fluff. So Frankenstein lets you remove what is called common words. These are little words that don't really do anything for your ranking. Stuff like and, with, for, and of. They take up space, and space is valuable. You can also manually remove any words that don't make sense for your product. Let's say your keyword list includes the word plastic, but your product is made entirely of stainless steel. You don't want to rank for plastic water bottle, so you delete that keyword. It's basically like decluttering your garage. If something doesn't belong, then get rid of it. So to remove common words, we'll go ahead and check this button right here. Step 4, breaking phrases into individual words. Now this part's optional, but super helpful, especially when you're trying to work on backend search terms or you're trying to squeeze every last bit of value out of your keyword list. There's a setting called 1 word per line. When you turn this on, Frankenstein breaks every keyword phrase into individual words. So instead of stainless steel water bottle, BPA free, reusable bottle, you'll get stainless steel water bottle, BPA free, reusable. Now this is useful because Amazon doesn't require exact phrases to rank. If you have stainless, steel, and bottle in different parts of your listing, Amazon can still connect the dots. So breaking up the phrases gives you more flexibility to fit all the important words into your listing. This also makes it easier to build your back-end search terms, the hidden keywords that help you rank but aren't visible to customers. So we'll come over here, we'll click on 1 word phrase per line, and now you can go ahead and see all of these words that we have over here. Now this is an absolutely massive list, so you definitely want to refine this and maybe even make some more filters in Magnet before exporting this. But as you can see, it took this huge list with, water bottle a million times in there and just got all those unique words in it. Step 5, sorting and prioritizing your keyword list. Now, once your keywords are cleaned up, it's time to organize them. Frankenstein gives you a few options. Sort alphabetically. This helps you spot duplicates that you might have missed or just get a better sense of what's in your list. Sort by length. You might want to prioritize shorter words in some cases and longer ones if you're focusing on long tail keywords. You can sort by frequency. Now, this is my favorite. Sorting by frequency shows you which words appeared most often in your original list. That's a pretty good clue that those words are important. Let's say bottle came up 47 times while double wall came up once. That tells you something. Now, frequency isn't everything, but it's a helpful starting point when you're building your listings. So to do that, we'll come over here to the right, and again, here you can go ahead and sort by alphabetical, you can sort by length, and you can also sort by frequency. Step 6, sending your clean list to Scribbles. After you've cleaned, trimmed, and sorted your list, the next step is to actually use those keywords in your Amazon listing. Now, Helium 10 has another tool called Scribbles, and it pairs perfectly with Frankenstein. You can export your list straight from Frankenstein into Scribbles with one click. Once you're in Scribbles, you can build out your product title, bullet points, and description while keeping track of which keywords that you've used. It even crosses out the keywords from your list as you include them in your copy so you don't accidentally miss any. It's kind of like keyword bingo. Scribbles also shows how many times you've used a word so you can avoid repeating the same thing over and over. So let's go ahead and send this list over to Scribbles. We'll go ahead and scroll down here and click on Scribbles, and it'll open up a new window and it'll copy all those keywords over into Scribbles. Okay, so now we are inside of Scribbles and we can start writing out our titles, our bullet points, and our different subject matter, and it'll start to cross off these words. So if I just go ahead and take the title and type in bottle and click apply, it'll go ahead and cross off bottle and put a 1 next to it so it knows that I went ahead and used it. Bonus, use Frankenstein with Misspellinator. Now here's a sneaky trick. Combine Frankenstein with another Helium 10 tool called Misspellinator. This tool helps you find common misspellings of your keywords, ones that real shoppers might actually be typing into Amazon. Now, people make typos all the time, and sometimes Amazon doesn't autocorrect them. That means if you include the misspelled version in your backend search terms, you can show up in even more searches. So once you cleaned your main keyword list in Frankenstein, you can run it through Misspellinator, find a few useful misspellings, and then add those to your final list before sending everything over to Scribbles. Final note, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Look, using Frankenstein isn't going to magically rank you to #1 overnight, but what it does do is it helps you make the most of every character that you're allowed to use. And when it comes to Amazon, that stuff really adds up. The tool is here to save you time, keep your keyword strategy tight, and help your product show up in front of the right shoppers. Even just trimming a few duplicate words or adding in a few missing ones can have a noticeable impact on your traffic and conversions. So if you've been struggling with messy keyword lists or you're just not sure where to start when writing your listing, then Frankenstein can really help. So play around with the filters, test different variations, and don't stress if it's not perfect the first time. You can always come back and tweak things later. And one last thing, remember that keywords are just one piece of the puzzle. Great images, compelling copy, solid reviews, all of that plays a role in how well your product performs. But when it comes to getting found in the first place, clean, smart keyword usage is key. All right, that's it for me. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments or if you've used Frankenstein before. Now, if you want to get started with Helium 10, again, don't forget to click the link down below in the description, which will bring you to this page right here, where you can go ahead and choose from one of the two codes, Ecom Mastery 20 for 20% off 6 months, or Ecom Mastery 10 for 10% off every month. Now, this is an affiliate link, which means that we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on this channel, we're dedicated to helping you succeed with e-commerce by providing tips, strategies, and insights to grow your online business, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.